So this video is part of our series. I'm so excited to welcome you to our new church additions. And in this video I wanted to kind of walk you through what we have built, primarily for three audiences. One is a prelude for this weekend in November. We have an open house walkthrough, and so it's kind of a prelude for that, for those who will be coming for that. But a special video for those who aren't able to get out yet for various reasons, to the COVID or for health situations, on our homebound parishioners. I want to show you what our new buildings look like. And thirdly, we also have some parishioners who have contributed generously to our building projects, but have moved on for them to also see the fruits of their labors. Oftentimes I bring out this very important book for us in St. Clair called The Annals of O'Fallon, is what it was called back in the early 1800s. And it is a journal that the early pastors wrote and kept in the beginnings of St. Clair Parish, all the way back to the 1850s. And in it, I have showed you before, it lists the names of all of our parishioners back in the 1800s and how they contributed, either with time and financial support for the building of the first church that we had. And I look at this and some, that the annual picnic raised $322 that year. It was a big contributions to the building of the first church back in 1864. So we have this wonderful book, treasured book of ours, thinking about the foundations upon which our church built. And that leads me to think about then our own parish directory. This one came out in 2017, that lists all of our present parishioners who have generously contributed to what we have today and are sort of the next layer of foundation for our church building. So I just want to acknowledge it is the people of God, our parishioners, both past, present, who have allowed us to get to this point of showing you this office building and the fellowship hall that I'd like to preview with you. So I'm sitting in my new office here in the office wing, which is just a beautiful new space, beautiful oil painting of St. Francis. And it's an opportunity for me to now have a place to greet parishioners, do counseling, do marriage prep, work with engaged couples as well. So I'm starting out here mostly to do a welcome to our new home, if you will, your home, your parish offices, and our fellowship hall. And I look forward to showing you some of the details of what we have built. So far this virtual tour, I'm starting outside to kind of show you where the church, the entrance for the church offices actually is. So you can see I'm standing to the west of the main church entrance here. And so when you come to the office wing, either for meetings or for some office needs that you have, you can either park in the parking lot and then come up this sidewalk, or we also have a circle drive that you could use with a few parking spaces there, or park out in the front of church. And then you would come up this sidewalk. Again, this is the entrance to the west of the church, to your left, if you will. And then you would just come up this entrance here. You can see behind me, actually, we're still laying sod that's completed for the weekend. And then you would come up to this entrance. It's easy accessibility for anybody with special needs, including a button for pressing to open the door for you. And then you come in this your door. So I'm looking forward to showing you what's inside. So after you come in the front doors to this office wing on the west side, two functions for this is for meetings to enter into the conference area. You'll just come straight in through these doors here that lead to the three conference rooms to the left. And again, an accessibility button here to use that allows you to enter here. Bathrooms are to the right, and you would go left to the conference rooms. And those will be unlocked during the day and the evening for easy access. But then those are secured from the office space that is under security buzzer system, which leads me to explaining this. When you come in to go to the offices during the day hours, you would, for security reasons, for your security, for the security of our staff, we had to install this new security system, which simply you would ring the bell, press the button here, and then the assistant at the front desk would see you and give you buzz the door to let you in. So let's try that and come on into the main reception area. So you come into this very welcoming reception area space, and you'll be greeted by one of our staff members, of course. Many of you know Marcia and Jamae, who are here at the front doors here to greet you. So Marcia and Jamae, you have anything to say to our parishioners? Welcome them.
Just thank you very much for your generosity that we are finally here, and we absolutely love every inch of it. And
you have a long history here with your family as well.
We have 5 generations from my family, and Jamae and I are second and third. Then, you know, we're just thrilled that for generations to come, you know, we got to be a part of this. So thank you to everybody for all your generosity, and yes.
It is truly a time for us as a staff to be grateful to all of you who have given generously for the possibility of this to even happen. So after you come in through the front reception area, if you come here to meet with one of our staff members, then you would come down this hallway, and it makes a deep U shape around the corner that has all the various offices for our staff. And then to my left, here, right across from that reception area, is our new workspace, workroom, which is a big open space, lots of cabinets for all of our paperwork and so forth. And this will also be where a lot of our large parish mailings take place, with collating and putting things together that's used by also not just our staff, but a lot of our ministry leaders and parish volunteers as well. So welcome to our new workspace. So I just want to show you one of the offices, kind of a typical office space that are similar to the other offices. And this one has our wonderful staff member Jane Dotson, who runs our family faith formation with the sacramental programs and other youth ministries as well. Jane, do you have any words of welcome for them?
Welcome to our new offices, and thank you so much for your generosity. We are overjoyed.
One of the things we're very excited about is that our staff has our first break room where we can sit down together for a little social time, but also, as you can imagine, during some of our very long hours and long days or evenings, we can have food in our refrigerator and heat it up in a microwave. So we finally have a break room for us to refresh our own spirits and bodies so we can continue to serve you. So for those of you who are coming to the parish, not to do parish business, through the main entrance that goes into the offices, this is the entrance that you would come straight into for our conference rooms or meeting rooms. And so again, this is to the left of the bathrooms or west of them. And so then you would come in and you'll see 3 different conference room doors, 1, 2, 3. And there are 3 different sizes that are available for different size parish groups. And each of these rooms, of course, need to be reserved through the parish office if you're going to be having a parish meeting. So this is the largest conference room, which is to the right as you come down the hallway. And the conference room has some beautiful artwork in it, has a large conference room table, and also a counter for putting out materials that you may need or snacks that you may need with a sink in it. And we're excited about in each of the conference room to have completely up-to-date audiovisual technology that you can access through ports in the table and to be shot up on the screens. There's one in each of the rooms. Or you can also, for Bible studies, we can watch a video or other types of adult ed things that can be shown either from the table or a video streamed in from your computer onto the screen. One other addition to this particular conference room, unique to the others, is that we added a patio to it so that you can go out through the patio doors, and there's a couple tables and chairs out there just for small gatherings. But it gives you a chance that if you want to have a break on the meeting, or you want to combine social space and workspace when you're having a parish meeting, that you have access to the outdoors as well. So we're so excited to have finally some really great meeting space here and to share that with you so we can support all of our parish meetings. So now I'm outside on the complete opposite side of the building, the east entrance, which is along Cross Street where you normally enter coming into the church. You'll see beside me, so when you come in the big entrance, if you're coming to a social function or a meeting in the fellowship hall area, then you would come and park over here, and we have easy access to the sidewalk this way, and also the sidewalk coming from the main parking lot up in front. So you would come up and use this sidewalk here, and then come inside the east entrance doors here. So we're so excited about this new social space that gives us so much opportunities for ministry. So come and see what's inside. So once you come in the east entrance, you'll see our beautiful new fellowship hall that we also call Harder Hall, named after John and Peg Harder, who volunteer so much time and effort. So as you look out into this vast of space, we have a service area here for food lines and seating that can have close to 200 people. So almost double the size of seating than what we previously had. And you know that we use our fellowship hall, social hall, for so many different things. Most of it affects you in terms of coffee and donuts on the weekend. We'll have so much more space to move around. Adult education, funeral luncheons, so many parish activities that we just needed more space. Now, of course, all this will depend on when we can actually use this space and be social once again with the COVID restrictions, but we're praying that that will happen soon. One other thing you'll notice in this space, especially for adult education, again, we have complete up-to-date new technology, AV equipment with some TV monitors. It's all connected to an in-house system of showing videos or maybe movies for family night, other types of activities that could use projections that are needed. So you see this great big wonderful space, and then we're very proud to show off our new kitchen as well. And we added a open paneled cabinet for service line here. And then you'll see this large space here with two beautiful islands. And of course we have a couple of our wonderful parish volunteers who are often in the kitchen doing various ministries. So what would you like to say to our parishioners?
Hello everyone. We want to thank you so much for all of your work, your donations, everything that you all have given to us to bring us to this beautiful space here. And we are just grateful and super excited to use it.
In comparison, our other kitchen was not much bigger than this one island that we have. Now we have two islands with sinks, garbage disposals, a separate dish room. We have a room with the ice machine, and we have new refrigerators, new stoves, and like Father said, it's just a catering kitchen. You know, we warm stuff up here, and that's about it, but we have so many functions that we do it for.
So many.
And oftentimes when I see you volunteering in here, and sometimes you'll have a kitchen full of volunteers, so this allows you to spread out when you're preparing things, whether it be for the senior group, the sodality, but often it's funeral luncheons and other types of food services that will allow people to spread out. But again, it is a catering kitchen where we warm things up, or you can have things brought in here. But just an amazing space that we can now, that can benefit our parish functions so much. So thanks again to all of you for your contributions to allow us to have this beautiful kitchen and fellowship hall space that adds to building community here at St. Clair Parish. So one of the rooms that I'm calling a bonus room is that we converted the previous nursery into a space I'm calling our new living room. It's just a small room, but we created a living room environment with a sofa and chairs. And this is an opportunity for myself or one of our staff members just to kind of greet somebody after Mass if they need to have a conversation with us. But it can also be used for maybe a small Bible study or a small faith sharing group as well, to kind of use this space that has seating just for 5 or 6 people that you can use. So just a comfortable place, and this is right off of the gathering space where the old nursery was, because the new nursery is in the library, or that used to be the library and the catechumenate room. And that's still kind of under construction, but that's going to be our new nursery, about 3 times the size. And we'll be showing you that in the future when that is finished. But so welcome to your new living room if you want to have a small faith group sharing here. Now I also just want to talk about, as you're taking a tour, the virtual tour I just did, and walking through here, you're going to see this beautiful new artwork that we're blessed to have. And we received it as a gift from the Hospital Sisters of St. Francis, many of you know as the HSHS healthcare system. And the Hospital Sisters in Springfield, Illinois, asked me if we had any use for some of their artwork that they're not using anymore from previous hospitals and convents and so forth. So I said, of course. So we're fortunate to have various pieces of artwork that I'd like for you to see. I'll start with the image of the Immaculate Conception. When you come in the front doors of the new office wing, there's a beautiful wood-carved statue of the Immaculate Conception with St. Francis and Don Scotus next to that. Also, you'll see various large oil paintings of the life of Francis, including a very special one called Greccio, in which he had this apparition and vision of the nativity scene, the birth of Jesus. So you have these beautiful oil paintings of St. Francis, and then throughout the various rooms in the office, you'll see some statues of Francis, St. Francis and Clare, statue of St. Joseph, the beautiful oil painting of the Holy Family in the very vestibule, and other oil paintings that you'll see. We're also blessed to receive 2 large stained glass windows. Again, one of them is at the entrance to the meeting rooms and office space, beautiful image of Mother Mary holding baby Jesus. And the other stained glass window that's not quite installed yet is St. Anne teaching Mary, and that's going to be in front of the large window in the fellowship hall that will connect with how we use that space with a lot of educational sessions. And here's an image of St. Anne teaching Mother Mary. We also have another image of Anne and Mary that we're going to put in the nursery that kind of connects with the important ministry that mothers have with their children. So we are so excited about all of our space and the gift of the beautiful artwork that kind of warms up the space and also connects the new with the old, which is what we do so great as Catholics. Which brings me back to our beginnings when I showed you that booklet that has the history of our parish in it. What we have now is building on the foundation of our ancestors who left a legacy of the Catholic faith to us, and we are privileged to stand on their shoulders, starting with Christ and the apostles, but the parishioners from the early 1800s that started St. Clare Parish, and now we are blessed to add to that with our contribution of this new space. So again, like our staff and our friendly volunteers have said earlier in the video, I can't thank you enough, those of you who have given generously of your time and your financial resources in support of this, and of course your ongoing support, because now we have to pay off the debt for this new building. But today in this video, we just wanted to show you, give you a short virtual tour of it, and we look forward to you being a part of this space as you use it, and it helps you grow in your faith and the building of community here at St. Clare.